Hello YouTube and welcome to the start of a brand new Let's Play for Civilization 6. I'm the game mechanic and we are playing Magnificent Catherine, who has a slightly better cultural toolkit than the Black Queen, although I like the Black Queen's versatility. But this is in our Salty Runback series. We actually lost as Catherine earlier on, or gave up, I guess. And so this is our replay of Catherine, and we'll be playing a culture-focused game. Pretty interesting opening land here. Only two really naturally productive tiles, which is slightly concerning. However, the double woods we probably want to keep, and this could be two more productive tiles. I like the idea of all these mountains here. We could maybe have some, Earth Goddess shenanigans once we kind of clean up this land. There's a bunch of flat land here, which is concerning, but maybe like Government Plaza, a bunch of districts. There's all kinds of stuff that we can do. I think, assuming that it doesn't get worse as we explore. I think my initial inclination is to settle here. I mentioned settling the cattle just because like the long-term growth of that is decent and like we might be moving towards better tiles, but I don't think the production here is good enough. We can lumber mill these, but you don't get to do that super early on. So first thing we need to do is figure out what else is going on here. That is promising. So we found 3 very good tiles here. They're still too far, I think, from the cattle settle to be viable. What I like about maybe the cattle settle is Artemis, but I don't think that's reasonable. Why not settle the chocolate? I don't really like settling the chocolate. I think I'd rather, because I'm lacking in sheer number of productive tiles, settling this could be okay, right? You get a 2-2-3 base and then sell it, and we might move towards more useful tiles. But it's a bit of a YOLO play because I just have no vision here, and I think that like if I can work these two and have these two and pick up like 2 more decent tiles, we can make a decent cap here. So I actually think I agree with the advisor. And then second city like maybe here. It would be amazing if we could get Temple of Artemis like here, and then maybe Theater Square shenanigans. We'll see. Black Wolf, thank you so much for the 22 months. Welcome on back to the shop.
Oh no, TGM webcam is back.
All right, I'm okay with this. We could have also settled here. This is maybe... Do we turn 3 settle this? Because I guess I should have moved to the cocoa, and it would have worked out. There's a risk here in that like you might have been forced to settle the cocoa. We did pick up at least 1 more productive tile and another woods. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 productive tiles. I think that's okay. I think that's enough, and I really like the idea of a government plaza right there. That is near perfect government plaza placement because just districts all around it, like double, however they want to. Settle in place. I do not like way too many dead tiles in the mountains, and you also only get a 2-1 base because it's a grassland hill, not a plains hill. So there's really no benefit there, and then you're going to run out of useful tiles very quickly. Oh, in place where we are now. Got you. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. Luz, thank you so much for the 25 months. Welcome back into the shop. Good to have you all. Thank you so much for the long-term subs. You all are the best. All right, without further ado, let's do this. I still think we move warrior first. So volcano. My man. Yeah, I think if I move here, it's pretty painful because turn 3 settles are rough. It could have been a turn 2 settle had we reloaded or something silly like that, but I don't do that. I don't really get access to any of this, but maybe like a city actually goes here instead of over here. We'll have some options. This looks pretty good to me. Tin Ducky, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and settle. Nice. Picked up yet another productive tile. So good stuff. We already have decent appeal here at Charming. We could put a +1 holy site here potentially. We'll see how we can deal with appeal later on. Obviously, once we get chateaus, the appeal game is much better. All right, so we have a 2-1 base, and we're working a 2-2-3 tile, which is good. A little bit of extra gold. Maybe we buy a builder. Who knows? Not on capital, not on a hill could be a little bit risky as far as competition and warring and barbs and stuff. But I think we'll be quite all right. I'm gonna look. Do we look for horses? I think we look for horses. We are very, very likely to have horses somewhere around. This is a lot of flat land without improvements on it, right? And that's where horses can spawn. So here could be horses. Any of these tiles could be horses. Now, it may mess up this government plaza, but I don't think I can get all of this going before discovering horses. And so I think we just lean into the horses, right? We'll just find them and district and build around it, ideally. Do I push Earth Goddess on these games with low appeal, especially when you're someone like Catherine here who has a tile improvement that has appeal benefits? Earth Goddess is always a good choice. It's better as Catherine, and yeah, I would certainly lean into Earth Goddess. Having a faith economy is fantastic. All right, get your memes out. Stone circles. This thing's gonna shoot me. Are there civs yet? Yo, Hemlock! Holy sub bomb! If you want to see that full clip of me laughing at all the barbs, you can do that there. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Bomb Hemlock. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the 5. BFD with a gifted sub as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. So much support today. You all spoil me. You all spoil me. All right. So very low appeal there is interesting. We have Coastal Stone. My hair in that clip? Yeah, it's gotten a little longer since then, huh? Welcome in, Ferga. Thank you so much, BFD. So we have cotton. We have double plantations on our continent already. Do I want to go? Do I want to go to the coast, or do I want to go down here? Map. This is actually an interesting decision. I think it's coast. I think I want to find the coast, and we'll figure out what's going on down here later. Nelson, welcome back for 18 months.
Using my resub to share a great video by Devin Nash on the severity of the DMCA situation.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Nelson. Thank you for the tier 3. Welcome back for 18 months. Mickey, welcome back for 12. BFD with another gifted sub. Welcome in, Master. Oh my goodness, you guys. Thank you so much. You spoil me. I want to mention quickly, Nelson, that's a great thing to do with your resub. And we had a pretty lengthy discussion about DMCA stuff as it pertains to Twitch, content creation in general, and frankly, the future of gaming. That was Monday, so if you want to check out the VOD from October 26th, you can find what I thought was a pretty interesting discussion. And yeah, no, I know you were here for it. I'm advertising that to the YouTubes and to everybody else that was here. No, I appreciate you being there for that, and I appreciate you following up. Thank you. Thank you. So very, very flat land. So we're going to have to be careful about our settles. We can certainly fit a city over here. You might, depending on how the rest of this shakes out, you might consider keeping these stone, because otherwise you're not going to have a lot of production in this general area. But we'll see. Hopefully we can
you are the best.
Build around it. Shop, thank you so much for 16 months. BFD, thank you for the gifted sub. Dude, you are on a rampage. Thank you so much. And welcome in, You Bring Light In. You've brought in the light, and I love it. Yeah, there's already been a hype train today, so I don't think we'll get another one for a while yet. Cross the river? Yes. So I could save this for my scout, but I'm not a big fan of doing that. I think I want my scout to go not towards this coast and to land we've already discovered. we'll lose out on a little bit of XP, but I'm pretty happy to just grab that with our warrior. Let's see what it is. It is a second scout. We birthed a new scout. How about it? That is one of the best finds that you can come up with. And I think I'll have them both just kind of go, like I'll have one go southeast and one northeast. Because that is a very nice find. Our capital just got significantly better as well. We've got another cocoa. We've got another hill tile. And this is coast over here. Interesting. And yes, we got an invitation to Void Singers. I did River Hill. I just haven't played a lot of Civ lately, and I wasn't super excited about that game. This game, on the other hand, I'm getting pretty jazzed about. So we got an invitation to Void Singers. This is probably where we're going to want to wind up anyways. But there are interesting early governor things to consider. Really like Reyna early, but like I feel like it's just Pangea every time. We could look at Magnus just to chop some things out. Is Void Singer's OP? When we're doing like cultural games and we want to have a good faith economy anyways, Void Singers is really strong. Yeah, I know we need to do some games where I don't just pick Void Singers, but I'm gonna play this one just kind of the way it should be played, I think. Wow, crazy River Hill. What do I go with here with the second scout? Is it worth getting a third scout? I'm usually a big fan of the double scout strats, but we have that already. We also have fairly weak tiles. In the long run, we're going to be okay, I think. But I could argue for a builder just to make this a nice 3-1 tile. We could get our irrigation boost from the rice. What if I put 2 turns into a builder, switch to a settler when we grow, settle this city, improve this, and then potentially have Temple Artemis possibilities? I think I kind of like that. Let's see if that works. I could certainly, I could absolutely see getting a third scout and just go crazy with scouts because like exploration is so valuable. It looks like we're gonna be able to explore down here too. Oh man, am I gonna talk myself into a scout? What if I build the scout, build the settler, buy the warrior? I think I just talked myself into a third scout. I'm doing it. All right. I'm a little less excited about the third scout now. Basically, we're seeing some coast already over here, so we're on a fairly narrow continent. It seems like we've got them down here, obviously, which isn't too bad. Their land isn't outstanding. There's potentially a pyramid spot, but boy, I don't think you can really get pyramids these days unless you have some desert in your cap. Yeah, about the governor, I put that off. I could absolutely see suzeraning them for the exploration and stuff too. If I'm gonna chop out a wonder, I maybe should go Magnus, in which case I don't need to spend this right now. Let's just go Pangea. Pangea works great with if we do wind up getting the Temple of Artemis because you get housing and growth, and so you can wind up making a gigantic city with that. Trigger mysticism. So we're gonna be able to seize them probably without Amani at some point. So that's an interesting thing. And this is the city that has the faith-based combat unit, which is quite fun. This is just a Pangea, so we shouldn't run out of room, hopefully. Foreign trade, second continent up here. That is very exciting. Now I'm back in on my scout. Ooh-wee. Goody hut and a barb camp. They are more than likely to deal with that for us, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, map. I see you. This looks promising, yeah? We've got some decent land. We're going to be able to get several cities just in our immediate vicinity here. Still thinking about that Governor Plaza. 2 turns until we find if it's ruined or not. Any tips for getting golden ages? I'm struggling with it. Double scout. Your scouts are your most reliable source of early era score, especially in the ancient era. Remember that goody huts beyond the ancient era don't give you era score. I also find that prioritizing either a +3 holy site or campus can help you get that early golden age. Usually astrology wise, I think. A wonder can also do it for you. Settling another continent is some nice early era score. There are lots of ways to get it. New population is not exciting for us, unfortunately. We have another goody hut up here as well. And more good land. And no neighbors yet? Do we just high roll this map? Do I need to bring the warrior immediately back? Because I think what's going to happen is this scout's going to wind up going down and around. This one goes that way, and then this guy can go that way. So I don't really need my warrior to go and explore anymore over here. I think I'd rather deal with this barb situation. Honest and sincere advice for Quixotic Doc. Hey, bud, how do you build your self-esteem? You know that you're the only one holding you back is yourself, but can't convince yourself that you're worth it. Quixotic Doc, you are worth it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You know what? I will speak honestly and frankly with you, Quixotic. I am somebody that has a very, very low opinion of myself. I struggle with depression and things like that on the regs. I find that like so much of it can be helped with really practical, pragmatic, like exercise. Exercise releases endorphins make you feel good. Feeling good makes you more willing to, you know, like yourself and stuff like that. So that is legit something I struggle with on the regs. And I'm sorry that you're feeling that way about you, but you are worth it. Try to get into some good routines and habits and just know that you're worth it, man. I mean, really, we love you, and you know, it's hard. It's hard to convince yourself of that. Trust me. Like I really do struggle there. So, but just keep at it. And I like I said, I think habits are where it starts for me. I notice that when I'm feeling super depressed, it's probably because I've been in a bad routine, or something else is, you know, kind of going on. But much love, man. And if you need to reach out to me on a personal level, my DMs are open, and I'd be happy to cheerlead for you anytime. Nice. We pick up an envoy here. So that does give us our suzerain status. They're likely to expand to the horses. Quixotic Dog is a great username, absolutely. But we love you. Can we just get some love in chat? Our community is so good, so wholesome, so positive. I'm just gonna spam some love in chat because I really love y'all and you're real people to me. I think that I said yesterday that I think our community represents the best of what the internet can be, and I really do believe that. So much love to you. Yeah, get some lemons. That's a great one too. Set small but meaningful goals. Yeah, accomplishing goals is just like even simple, like I did the dishes today, can start to motivate you to have a better day, if you are really struggling. So, and yeah, that's another thing too. You can always get back on the horse after falling off. Like, don't beat yourself up if you slump or if you get into you get into a bad routine or a bad habit. Thanks, chat. Lists can help you organize. That's a good one too. Nanya. All right, so I said I wanted to get a settler after this scout, and I still do. We're working this tile, which is certainly unexciting. What's our best way through here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like the same thing. She is a bit of a baller, yeah. I also, one thing that's helped me a lot, this is something that's helped me a lot with like breakups and things like that, is there's a great Buddhist like meditation book called The Miracle of Mindfulness. And I have found that the concept of mindfulness and looking out for it and being aware of it in my daily life has helped me kind of be a happier person. And so that might be an interesting place for you to look as well. All right, so we meet Christina here. So we don't have as much room as we might have originally thought, although I do know where my second settler is going. So hopefully we can get there in time. This is not her original city. Hopefully she's far from us with the rest of them. This does not look like an interesting city to me. It is very, very flat and very, very deserty. So that's interesting. Hey, Toka, thank you very much. Affirmations are great, indeed, indeed. I would not recommend beer. I would not recommend depressants if you are feeling depressed. Do I send her a delegation? I think we do. Try to be friendly, even though she's close. So some loyalty here. So her city's somewhere in this vicinity. We did find horses. They didn't ruin this plan, which is exciting. We'll look more at that later. All right, so there's her other city. So we can certainly sneak in something up here. I was going to snap settle this coffee, but I might go right next to it and just rely on this as like a, you know, later on in the game we get to do chateau stuff with it. Also, PSA, asking for professional help is totally okay. Absolutely true. Yeah, if you need help and you need to reach out to somebody, even if it's just me, I'm here for you. I'm very lucky to have this community to rely on my bad days, and I try to reciprocate that when at all possible. So not a ton of land below us, but settleable land, like worth 2 or 3 cities probably. I'm really liking this little swath of land. I like that we're going to be able to settle up here and grab some coffee. One thing we're a little bit light on is just luxuries in general for our project that we're going to want to run. But all right, so since this scout is going this way, I think I was really looking for her cap. I think maybe we'll just go through it or double back. Do we double back? Maybe we double back to scout this city and make sure we're planning the best one possible. Oh. Well. So, decent land, but really, really tough culture competition so far. Christina, very, very good at culture. Peter, very, very good at culture. And he is there. Okay. Okay. Maybe she has Petra plants. There's another plantation. Lots of plantations. There's wine. Plantations are great for gold and things like that. This is still here, so I'm going to head over and see if it still needs to be dealt with. So the TOA plan is kind of out the window. This isn't going to be my second city. Something up here is we're going to forward settle Christina. I should have put in this policy before. No, we'll go survey, and then we'll start working on our Pantheon. We also meet Muscat, or Muscat. Ah, that's awesome, Quixotic. We're happy you're here. We're very happy you're here. Okay. Well, I was going to say St. Basil's, but it looks like that's 4 Tundra tiles, which is not something I'm going to complain about. There's another goodie hut, which is nice. Could be Mirrodin, yeah. If this game goes long, we could... Ooh, there's some honey. Okay, if we can get to the land around us before the AI does, I feel pretty decent about where we're at. So we'll go for the boosted foreign trade. I'm still liking an early-ish builder. I did not send him a delegation. I suppose I could have. I'm looking at that sweet, sweet builder money, though. This will be an interesting discussion on where to settle that city. Go for the double move here. Yeah, again, if I can just kind of... If I can just forward settle 2 cities, we can backfill several more. Coast. Coast. So I don't think this continues to go anywhere. We can actually look at the appeal to figure out for sure. Breathtaking 4. 1, 2, 3, and then the river is 4, so that is fine. Why not still go for Artemis? I mean, if it's available once we settle this city, I'll think about it. But I don't think that, like, having your 3rd city build an Ancient Wonder is usually a winning plan. That doesn't mean there aren't games where that absolutely happens. We've seen some silly late wonders sometimes, but we'll keep it in the back of our head. We're just not gonna, you know. The MTG Phoenix, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I love MTG. What Phoenix are you from MTG? Trying to think of what my first MTG Phoenix was. Ooh, Zond. That would be interesting. Yeah, Peter is in an alternate jersey here, which means there's probably another yellow Civ in the game, and it could certainly be Congo. Could certainly be Congo. I'm going to start... If I'm going to get a religion, we're going to have to really push for it. And I might want one here. Although an early campus for Hypatia seems decent too. These are really good great people. Right off the bat here. Celtic Sea, so maybe Gaul's in the game? Could be. All right, so you might to yourself say, "Gosh darn it, city states, you're always in my way. Why I can't get this goodie hut. Look, he's sitting on it." Well, you can if you have the movement, and we have the movement. We have 3 movement, 1, 2, 3. So as long as we go through the goodie hut, we will still get it. Hey, that's what they're dealing with. So as long as your path goes through the goodie hut, you can grab it. We snagged an extra envoy. I could send that to Muscat, considering we want the gold. I worry about their longevity in this game, as it were, meaning that these AIs, being sandwiched in between AIs, might be brutal. Yeah, that's something I do fairly often, and I don't think I ever talk about doing it. So I think that was, a lot of people seem to be grateful for that. You are welcome. Love teaching. Hot takes. Tips and tricks. Always waited for him to move. Yeah, I know. It's the little things. It's The little things you do together. Do together. Do together. That make perfect relationships. Just for my Sondheim fans out there.
나
Korea.
한국의 선덕 여왕은 당신을 인정합니다. 우리의 만남은 예견될 수
How was Grand Columbia nerfed? A couple small things, Quixotic. The movement from their general is gone now, which I think is appropriate. Half a housing on their unique tile improvement. Rutro. Where did you come from? And where did you come from? Do I want to be friendly with you? I do. Maybe not. Maybe that's a little too forward of me. We'll start with a delegation. Taruga. So these are not first meets, it looks like. Oops, wrong screen. Yeah, not first meets. And we do have 2 envoys. So if we want some extra science right now, we could grab that. We also might, by sending the envoys, we might get another governor title. Lady of the Reeds is much better at 2 production. It's another one of those like terrain specific ones.
Is a 250 square mile tiger trap made up on massive
Wow,
obelisks.
there's some spicy land in between this. This is a good one.
It'll cut your
I'm
pretty
excited.
face.
It's not 4 anymore. It will only be 2 extra science. Remember that initial envoys have changed to be just 1 now, except in the case where they just changed it back. Why do I keep hitting that screen? For gold. Gold city-states are still 2, but then it's only 1 from these. So it'd be 2 science or 1 science and 2 gold. All right, we got our level up here and our hermetic order invite, which is probably not something I want. But I always want to see, but you always have to reload after you see the ley lines. So let's take our promo. Alpine is the way to go. Man, this is like perfectly in between the city-states too. That's interesting. So this though, what's going on here? Where are you from? I think you're from down here personally. So I'm hoping the city-state can deal with it. If they're from here, it's bad. I believe this just spawned, so I don't think it's from here. Oh, and we have our promo here as well. So that is a nice. That's a couple nice scout promos already. I think I want to split it. I think I want a little science and a little gold. Why do I keep doing that? What is going on with me? I'll go Taruga because I don't think we're going to be able to Suze here for the foreseeable future. And then maybe we throw Amani here with our new governor title. Because the Suze here is going to give us tons of room. There's a big bay in between us. Like, I don't know that we're actually getting over to this side of the world. And so the amount of exploration we could get with just appointing Amani here seems like a decent idea. Ooh, baby. This just found us, so I believe we can confirm that this slinger came from, or that this scout came from this. Yeah, I think I like where we're at here. So I want the gold for sure. And then let's go ahead and... Oh, and there's our Owls invite, as I mentioned. So by sending the envoys, I don't know which one got it for us, but we got yet another title. So we could go Connoisseur and Researcher right now in Pangea, which also seems quite strong. But I think with our sort of science already, we can grab Connoisseur. And then we can grab Amani for the envoys. and go for a Suze here. That'll also give us a little bit of era score, which we need. One of the things we're going to be able to do in this game early on for era score is settle this continent, which will be nice. There goes the Great Bath on turn 19. All right, we've got some land. I guess I'm more likely to get through here. No. I don't know. I don't know which way to go with that one. It is a industrial city-state, which we've already gotten our political philosophy boost, so that's fine. Russia has just declared war on Korea. I was hoping Russia would fight her, but oh well. Another barb camp there. Again, I assume the city-states are going to deal with that, no problem. Building Stonehenge. There's Singapore, who wants a trade route. Oh boy. It's a culture extravaganza. What's the purpose of Stonehenge? To get a religion. Get a profit out of it. Okay. So yeah, we don't have a ton of room, but if we get, as I said, if we can just kind of get a city here and a city here, I think I'll feel pretty comfortable. We have very nice rivers, so long-term chateaus and things like that will look quite good. I could explore the coast here more diligently. Is that worth it? I don't think so. I've felt that the Frontier Pass is worth it, personally, but this is also my job, so I'm kind of biased. I mean, it's a year's worth of content. Like, we're not even halfway through the Frontier Pass, and it feels like we've gotten just so much replay value in Civ 6 that it's a really, really good time to be a fan of the Civ genre. I could buy a slinger and try to grab my archery boost. Case study on leader versatility. If this were the Black Queen France, this is where we might decide to pivot into domination. Absolutely, Mirrodin. Yeah, I like it too, Snooch. I feel really, really lucky to have picked Civ 6 as my game of choice for this crazy career that I've decided to pursue. All right, here comes our settler.
That's the positive aspect of trade, I suppose.
I haven't even thought about Civ 7. There's still, like I said, there's still another half a year's worth of Civ 6 stuff coming. I haven't even thought about that, to be perfectly honest. I will explore this, because we're going to kind of come back up and through. Hey, Max. Yeah, there's some nice campuses. We'll look at districts here shortly. Booyah, thank you so much for the 21 months. Welcome on back with that Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, the only scout that doesn't have a promo is this French one. They're all French. We're France. As I'm thinking about subbing in the Barb policy. Vorbis, thank you for the 7 months. Oh my goodness, welcome on back with that Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is awesome. Thanks for bringing that back repeatedly. I think it's worth it to bring this in to clear some of these camps. I don't want to buy the slinger. I really want to buy the builder. Really want to buy the builder, and we have to keep running God King. If you take Earth Goddess, I'm going to be ticked off at you. Menelik. I could build the builder and buy the slinger. That could be fine. Otherwise, I'd really like to get this monument. This gets us a Eureka, a barb kill, and gives us another unit to clear some of these camps. Which, that one could be a problem. I think that is the right thing to do. All right. Buy the slinger, build the builder. It's good to know that she has 2 warriors up here. Makes me feel a little bit better about forward settling her at the moment. That is incorrect. We're on Pangea now. That's yesterday's info. This thing will probably run away from me now. This one got cleared. Nice seasides in the south. Yeah, I like where we're at. We've got some okay appeal. Our appeal is going to take some work. There's our suzerain. As I mentioned, we got a lot of vision, including meeting Yerevan. Not a first meet. We also found a goody hut over there. So maybe if we're crafty, we can get it. Where's your barbs clip, brah? He's got a holy site down already. Yeah, I think we move Amani now. Potentially. Although I'm going to... So by founding a Pantheon, I'm going to get this. They're going to grab like 2 tiles we don't really care about. In fact, most of their tiles we don't really care about. Same, Fatal. Same. So if I move here, you're pinned. Go pyramids. I really don't think pyramids are viable unless you have the spot in your cap. We saw them go at what, turn like 30 yesterday? Like it was something stupid. It was something stupid. What is this? Send a trade route. Great profit. So we would need an envoy. We could pre-move Amani and then just send the 3rd envoy to Yerevan. I think I like that. This isn't like land that we can contest. Like eventually we could cross this sea and maybe get a city over there. But we're not going to wait on sending envoys that long. Do we care about this? We don't really care about this suzerain bonus, do we? All right, yeah, let's move. You go here. And hopefully we can grab a first-time Suze there. We may need that era score. We're still looking for 14 more. And then, as far as this city goes, where do we want to put it? I think there's an argument for putting it on the hill from a defensive standpoint to be able to like shoot over because like if we settle here, which is what I kind of want to do, we're gonna be at risk if she decides to come and war us. I still might make that play just because I'm greedy like that. But one of these three seems like a good choice to me because this looks like a really good campus and or holy site. Let's start to think about some districts. I just know that this is going to be glorious.
I don't believe in it.
I also think that this settle gets all of this land, which is good. We got our astrology.
Amani World Tier Hype.
I think we need to go after irrigation now. This could be a good district, but I need to be able to clear these rice tiles before I decide to put a holy site there, maybe. Russia's got a nice spawn. What are the chances this settle comes back and bites me in the butt? What do I think the new next civ is? I really don't know. I mean, like the options are so infinite, right? Hey, Arkham. Rip Jank Petrostar? Yeah. I you know what? I haven't played a lot of civ lately, and so I gave myself a practice day. So that's some era score for settling our new continent here. I hope that this doesn't bite me in the butt. I'm actually going to work the 3-1. I almost always prefer the 2-2s. But in this case, like loyalty could be an issue. Just growth in general is going to be nice so that we can maybe produce some units if war winds up being a thing that happens. Going to come down and try to get that. Hey, RoboJagger, thank you very much. Greetings to the UK. How you doing? How's the UK today? Keeping good track of it? Do I have any districts down yet? I do not. It's wet today? Oh, all right. W-A-U-K. Peter got Stonehenge. So a +4 holy site seems pretty good. I could use the improved tile. Wonder if I just get another builder right away. I could also get a trader going. That, you know what? I think that's the play. I think we want this trader. We'll get some gold from an international trade route like this. Hopefully we'll deal with this barb before then. And it'll allow us to reinforce if we need to. All right. Yeah, we have a really a rockin' peninsula here. I want to explore this land a bit. Any multiplayer games coming up? I haven't really planned any. I haven't really planned any. We know they're fighting. So that's a thing that's happening.
No man ever wet.
All right, so there's a little bit of money, a little bit of era score. Irrigation boost. Yeah, another nice city up here. Oh boy. All right, Barb's everywhere. We've got Barb issues. Poor Barb. She's always causing a problem. 17 of 25 era score. Got kicked out of Russia. I think we can just fortify and win that fight. Got there. It was an odd it was an odd chase down, but we got there. I'm going to harvest this, I think. Would Manchu be worth it? You know, honestly, it looked really worth it at the beginning with this whole, like, you know, little mountain range. But if you look beyond that, it really isn't that worth it for us in this one. Huge Vig, thank you so much for the 10 months. Welcome on back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I may need to go here for my Sue's envoy. I think so. I think I need to go to Mysticism. Am I harvesting this? This is the problem with having like low quality tiles, is I'm not like super jazzed to harvest this, but I think I still need to, because I think I want to get that holy site down pretty quick. We're getting pretty close to our golden age. All right, so let's go ahead and 30 turns in. This was a good one. Had a hopefully an uplifting discussion for some of you at the beginning of it too. But let's put a cut in here for YouTube. Thank you so much if you've been watching over on the YouTubes. Don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come say hi in person on the internet. We'll see you then.